Welcome to Turkey. Victor Osimhen. Welcome to Turkey. Victor Osimhen. Welcome to Galatasaray. Ọmọ tí kú ò gbọdọ̀ pa ni, ọmọ tárùn ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe ni. Agbábọ́lá, break it down. Osimhen, Osimhen. Osimhen, Osimhen. Osimhen, Osimhen. Osimhen, Osimhen. Welcome to Turkey. Welcome to Galatasaray. Glorious Jakabo. Omologo Cabo. V09 Cabo. Osimhen. Yeah, Victor. Welcome to Turkey. Victor Osimhen. Welcome to Turkey. Victor Osimhen. Welcome to Galatasaray. Ọmọ tí kú ò gbọdọ̀ pa ni, ọmọ tárùn ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe ni. Agbábọ́lá, break it down. Osimhen, Osimhen. Osimhen, Osimhen. Welcome to Turkey. Welcome to Galatasaray. Glorious Jakabo. Omologo Cabo. V09 Cabo. Osimhen. Yeah, Victor.
Hi to you all, to everyone who is currently watching me around the world. I want to say good day to you all. I want to say good day to you all, to all my Chelsea fans, to all Blue Soldiers, to all my followers, to all my fans around the world. I want to say good day to you all. How's been your day? I know some of you're still in afternoon. It's already late here. It is already 8:37 p.m. Western Australian time. Today is Wednesday. And I know in Nigeria now, it should be around afternoon, maybe around 1:37 p.m. if I'm right. In Nigeria, it should be around 1:37 p.m. afternoon, Wednesday. Here in Western Australia, it is already 8:38 p.m. Wednesday. Once again, I want to say hello to you all. My name is Benga Afolayan. Chelsea is the name, blue is the color, and football is the game. Winning is our aim. This is another day in this week. I know some of us, we have a lot of things that we have outlined for this week. I pray that all our plans, all our desires that we cannot even tell our friends, we cannot even tell our siblings, that we cannot even tell our families. I pray that all our desires shall come into fulfillment by God's grace. Today, I've been thinking, I've been thinking about a lot of things, that has been happening. Um, been happening in our squad. As you know, that we have entered the international break mode. So for the next 2 weeks, there won't be any EPL matches because there will be there will be break, and different countries will be facing a lot of preparations towards the matches they have. BTC 16. Why can't you also discuss that? Huh? Since since what you said is a crucial thing, you can also take that. Shotigbo? You don't really come on one's program and bring your own agenda. It is, if it is Nigeria, I talk about it. So now I'm talking about Chelsea's team, and you can see it's all up there. So it's very good for us, for ones to stick to the agenda for his live broadcast. So this broadcast is not for Nigeria. So Shotibo, I hope you are hearing me. So I think it is rude for you to just. I don't normally get angry, but I get angry with some people who just feel that they know it all. You have seen that the live broadcast has been tagged to a something, and you are coming with your own agenda. And to tell you, it's not only Nigerians that are following me. So if before I come to I come online, I think about what I wish to talk about. You can't just come here and bring your own agenda. I'm referring to someone on YouTube, BTC16, who just wrote something that really annoyed me. You know, but that's just it. I don't really get annoyed, but you really made me to get annoyed. I guess you could see that the live broadcast is all about top 4 agenda for Chelsea. So you know there is a Chelsea. Yes, I'm proud to be a Nigerian, but don't bring Nigerian stuff here, since you know that that's not what this live broadcast is all about. So yeah, back to what I was saying. I said that when I was free today, I just sat down and started reflecting on our matches so far. The first match that we play this season ended 0-2. That's against us. So Manchester City won the match. So they won us, and they defeated us, and that was 2-0. Wolves, we won the match 6-2. And the last match that we played ended draw, and that was the most painful result so far. Honestly, I didn't feel anything when we lost against Manchester City, but for us to lose that last match against Crystal Palace, honestly, that was so painful. Before I begin to dive into deeper deeper um, issues surrounding our agenda for this season. Let me recognize people in the comment section. Sorry that I didn't really recognize you earlier. It's because of someone who really annoyed me in the comment section. So, and I want to use this medium to recognize everyone in the comment section because comment section has been bubbling. Comment section has been bubbling. Um, and, I want to recognize Tashe, and Musa Dukule. I'll just be I'll be showing your name. Musa Dukule. Then Obi Jonasi. Obi really tried my live broadcast yesterday. I want to thank you immensely for your contribution in my live broadcast yesterday. Peter, one day, of course, my brother from Liberia, Monrovia. Thank you for following me. Also, I also recognize BT16 as well. It's just that we didn't really start well. So I recognize you for being part of this live broadcast. Also, Obed, okay, you want me to drop the link? I will drop it, Obed. Felix Miri, I recognize you. Abdullah Bolaji, I recognize you. Oh, Zion Ogidi. Good afternoon, Doctor. How are you doing, sir? Let's kindly share the live, guys. Thank you for telling them to share the live broadcast. Thank you. Peter Mann, Jackson will shock many people this year. We shall see. I will say finish between 4 and 6. All right. Let me read another person. Quadri Tajuddin Eniola, good afternoon, sir. I'm watching you from Cross River State. God bless you. Abdurrahman Adam, you can't be drawing with the likes of Palace if you want top 4. Honestly, let me just Mr. Bumidara Mola. Good afternoon, Dr. B.A.Y. sir. I know, my brother, it's been a while. I know you're also busy at work, and the time zone also is a problem, Like now, it is almost 9 p.m. here, and I know it's still afternoon in Nigeria. So just for me to go back to what Abdurrahman Adam said, and that's where I'm going to start. Now I'm going to drop the link for those who want to join the conversation with me. I will be for those, if you want to join the conversation with me, as a panelist, you can. I'm sending the link now. So the link is in the comment section. So you could just click it and just follow the instruction. And I think Abdurrahman Adam, thank you for that comment. Abdurrahman said, you can't be drawn with the likes of Palace, Crystal Palace, if you want top 4. And let me tell you, that comment sounds negative to some people, but it's a realistic comment. A match against a club like that, please respect to no disrespect to Crystal Palace. They are also fantastic. Mr. Obed, Mr. Afif Football. Oh, that's I said I've seen this name before. I've seen this name before.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, it's already evening here, but good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yes, I've been waiting for the link now. So anything I do is just the link. My own is the link.
Okay, I've sent it, and it's good to have you here. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Mr. Afi Football, you are also welcome to the to my live broadcast. Yeah. So we have been talking about our possibility of
Top four.
getting top four position this season. Mr. Obed,
Hello,
do you
sir.
think that we can grab that? We can grab that top four position this season. Do you think that it
Wow,
is possible?
that is a very big one, sir. It's a very big one, sir, because so far what we have in the team now,
Yeah,
the season is still long for us.
yeah.
But the only thing I can guarantee us this season is we'll have a better finish compared to last season.
Okay.
Because if you look at what the team is building to now, I believe the challenges we have now compare with that of last season is a bit than what we had last season. Because if Chelsea can go into the transfer market in January to at least get a very good striker to end the season with. So I believe that the top four finish should not be an issue to us, because if you check from the balance of this team now, there's every possibility out of 10 games we'll win 5 or 6 of them, maybe draw 2 or lose the remaining. So I believe it's a good progress to us as a team, depending on when we go out to get a good finisher to begin the season with. So I don't think top four finish this season should be an issue to us. I don't think. Yeah.
All right. Over to you, Afi Football. Do you think that just like what Mr. Obed said, that it should not be a worrisome thing to us, that is achievable? Do you agree?
We can't hear you, sir.
For Crystal Palace. When
Okay.
we drop for Crystal Palace like this, okay, which team the way that are we going to win when we cannot win Crystal Palace? It is concerning, because those are the things that we can win easily, and we can achieve all those points that will make us to achieve that top four. And if we continue like this, if you look at it last season, our chance to qualify for Champions League last season is just like 5 or 6 points. And our game, if we manage to beat Burnley in the second leg, we manage to beat Luton in the second leg, and that third team that relegated last season, if we manage to beat them last season, we could have qualified for that Champions League. But instead, we draw those games and we count them as unnecessary. That is where I think if we keep losing or drawing against low block team like this, we are not going to achieve that over. Forget about if we sign striker on January or we don't sign striker. We just have to make sure that we get 3 points from all those teams. If we want to play Liverpool now, if Chelsea get dropped, I will be okay. But when we are playing Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, and we are drawing it just looks like we lose the game to me. It's just like we lose the game. So to find all the possibilities to make sure that we don't draw or lose against those teams. And maybe Arsenal, even if Arsenal, Manchester City beat us, when we get our result on Crystal Palace on the likes of those small teams, I believe that we can achieve top four. So that's just it. If you continue like this, top four is this season is going to be very, very tough one. Like last season.
Thank you, Mr. Afi Football. Thank you. I wanted to further my question to Mr. Obed, but I actually wanted Mr. Afi Football to talk. That was why I didn't further my question to you. Now back to you, Mr. Obed. Why are you so confident that top four position is realizable this season? Why do you considering our current status now, our current situation? So why are you so confident that is achievable? Top four is achievable.
Thank you, sir. The balance of the team we are having now, I don't think it should be too much on the players now in the squad to make top four. If you look at the press conference that Maresca did last week after our match against Crystal Palace. We were meant to understand that the whole blame is on the team, not the coach, because there's this statement he made, which we all look at. Okay, it's because of the connection between Madueke, Cole Palmer, and the rest that cost Chelsea beating to have defeated Crystal Palace at home. Because if you watch the flow of the team very well, it got to a time in that first half, the the Chelsea team were so confident that Crystal Palace was just a take home for them. And at the end of it, after the change of half, after we conceded against Crystal Palace, the team began to struggle. And at the press conference, Maresca made mention of you have to give in your best in the training to make his team, which I believe now in that part there is a lot of competition and challenge now ongoing in that team. It's not like the era of Pochettino, Graham Potter, that you have to keep on using one particular players in and out of every match. Now, look at the likes of Nkunku now. He had a very good preseason. And now to start up a match in the league now, I know some of you will be wondering why is Nkunku not starting a match in the Chelsea squad now, which I believe should be a concern to us. But the way the coach is going now, you will agree with me that the reason why Nkunku is not starting ahead of Jackson or Madueke or Felix in that team is because of his performance in the training. Maybe somehow the fitness is not there. Somehow his training lines is not impressing the coach, which we all believe he should do more. So the philosophy of the team now, the language of that team now, has made me understood that if they can go into the transfer market or get a balance in that striking force, using every chance they get in every match, I believe this team should make the top four. They should make the top four, irrespective of Man City, Liverpool, all the top four teams in England. So I don't see reason why this Chelsea team now should not make a top four, even though the coach made us understand that qualifying for Champions League, making the top four is not his priority now, but rather they have to have a balance in the team. That is the language every coach is saying. Because even if you have a team to win the league, so you make the other teams understand that the pressure is not on me. I'm not here to make, it's not a must for me to make top four, to make the Champions League slot. But look at the flow of this team now. They have what it takes to make the top four. In every position now, we have good players that can compete for every positioner in the team. So I don't see top four as an issue in this team now. They will have to make the top four. They should make the yes.
Thank you, Mr. Obed. I want to welcome Mr. Blue Diamond. I want to welcome with Mr. Blue Diamond. I feel that I am thinking you are also from West Africa, from Nigeria, or am I wrong? If I'm wrong, please, I stand to be corrected.
Yeah. I'm from Liberia.
Wow.
Oh! Well, it's good. It's good. We are one. You know, we are one. And what we have been discussing so far, Mr. Blue Diamond, you're welcome once again. What we have been discussing is about our a possibility for us to clinch that top position this season. Do you think it's is possible? It's achievable? Over to you, Mr. Blue Diamond.
First of all, I want to say thank you to all the panelists. Chelsea at the present stage can even win the league. I say so because you have all the potential players. All. You have players who have played together since last season.
Yes.
And that uniformity is within that team. All Chelsea needs is to focus. Do not lose games. They should learn from the experience that they had last season. Last season, Chelsea lost games against teams that we never expected them to have lost. That spirit that team had at the ending of the season, if they can pick up that spirit now, Chelsea, there's a possibility of them winning the league. In the Premier League, you get your first 5 games. Do not joke with your first 5 games. Your first 5 games in the league is strictly 15 points. And that first 15 points, if you can even manage to get 10, or I say 10, 12 from that 15 points, you are heading somewhere. That means you are in contention to win that league. So I feel right now, all Chelsea need to focus is we have gone the first 3, and we have gotten 4 points from out of the first 3 instead of getting 12. Right? Instead of getting 9, I mean, instead of getting 9, we have gotten 4. We have already lost 5 points. We got 10 more. We got 10 points to work for, right? 6 points to work for right now to reach 8 to 10. In that 10, we are fighting that, yes, hey, Chelsea with a 10-point margin in the first 5 games of the Premier League. There's a possibility, there is a strong probability that people will lose games, people will draw games, and you can reach among the first 3. I don't want to keep saying 4. You always saying top. We're saying top 4. I'm saying the top 3. And even the possibility of winning the league.
Wow, that's a top one. I love your faith.
Because
I love your faith.
You know very well that we look for gold, silver, and bronze. There is nothing more than gold, silver, and bronze. So let's forget about top 4 and start thinking on top 3. I feel the fans should put the pressure on the coach to give us results.
So, Mr. Blue Diamond, before I move to other panelists, so you are saying that even we should aim at top 3, not even top 4.
Top 3, not even top 4.
But my concern is is what you said last, that they should put more pressure on the coach. What about the players? Is not the coach can give them the blueprint of what the players will do, but it will not be the one that will play. It will not be the one that is losing chances. It will not be the one that is selfish. So I feel, from my own perspective, this coach is a workaholic coach, and I could see the way he started. I felt for him during our last match when one of our players missed the chance and he just put his hands on his head and was knelt down. So I pity the guy. So I don't think that we need to put more pressure on the coach alone. What about the players themselves? So over to you before I move to other panelists.
Let me just say something. The reason why Mourinho had results is because Mourinho had control of the dressing room. Mourinho had total authority over the players. If you don't get me results, you are out of my team. If you don't train hard, you are out of my team. So that was the pressure that was on the coach. The pressure was on Mourinho to get results through the players. That's why you had the results that you were having under Mourinho. You had the same results under when Chelsea had a caretaker. The caretaker had that pressure under him that, hey, they have fired other coaches because they did not have control over the dressing room. So I may be fired as well. So let me have control over the dressing room and give results to the team. And we got results. The players that coach must have that managerial authority. If he doesn't have that managerial authority, the players does not fear him to play. hey, if I don't perform, this man will sell me. There are other people waiting to get me. They're waiting to come onto my position and make name. Let me be realistic. Man City do not have more caliber of player than Chelsea. But because how they call him, has control over his dressing room and his players. Now it is that same system that your coach is using now, because he worked on Pep Guardiola. So he's trying to have control over his dressing room. He told players that if you stay, I won't use you. You think Raheem Sterling is not fit to play right now? He's fit. He's good to play. But you have to make him. I cannot need Raheem Sterling. Know that you, as that is there, may not need you too. So play at the best you can play. It put Jackson in that position to be afraid. Hey, I gotta perform, but as I will go. And if I sit on the bench, I won't play again. So that's the pressure I talk about. I'm putting on
All
the
right.
coach. He will put the pressure on the players.
I really understand what you are talking about, your perspective of the pressure, because I just felt that when you said we should mount pressure on the coach, I just thought that we will be unfair on the part of the coach. But now I understand what you mean by the pressure you mean. So that means all players need to be up and doing. Otherwise, their position will be threatened. I think you are talking about the LT competition. So if there is competition and you know that, okay, you need to convince the coach to use you. Then if you fumble, you are going to top bench. Mr. Obed, you want to say something before I call Mr. Adeyemi? No, you are muted. Okay.
Yes, sir. I disagree with what he said just right now, because already the coach has mounted pressure on himself already. You can see since he joined Chelsea, he has been making a lot of decisions, leaving dropping Ryan Sterling, saying the truth that he doesn't need Benchway in his team, leaving Chaluba, players who we think that they are the most important for us. He he put out some what do I call it, some decisions. He made decisions himself that he don't need this player, and he made it clear to the owner that I don't need this player, they are not part of my plan. And from that I can see that he has control over the squad. He has already, he has the control already. For me, we don't need to mark pressure on the coach anymore. He has the control. We just have to mark pressure on our players. Madueke needs to be consistent. Where whatever coach said, he has to be consistent on. Madueke, he played that game against Hope. If to say Napama played that game against Hope like that, I know that against Crystal Palace, he will perform better than that. He has to be consistent. Our players need to be consistent. We don't have to mount pressure on the coach, but the players. That's my own.
All right. Mr. Adeyemi, what can you say to that? Before you say, I want you to respond to what Mr. Blue Diamond said. Mr. Afi Football said that he disagreed with what Mr. Blue Diamond said. What is your take about what Mr. Blue Diamond said, Mr. Adeyemi?
Good afternoon.
Good evening from here. Good afternoon to you. Yeah.
Okay. And to my fellow panelists, I greet you. Well, initially when Mr. Blue Diamond raised that point, before you ask him to maybe to expatiate further, I was one to disagree with him initially, but when he later shed more light on his perspective, I think I agree with him when he says that the player that I was talking about is that the coach should mount the pressure on the player so that they can give him the desired result. And I think I agree with that to a very large extent. And Mr. Afi Football, he said something as well. Like he was saying that the coach is already taking charge of the dressing room. Well, we can't actually say he has taken charge of the dressing room fully, but he has made his footprint known to all the players that he won't condone complacency. He won't condone once you are not up and doing, you don't feel that big status that I'm a big person, I'm a big player, that you cannot be benched. He has made that known that even though you are big, if you are not perform, you find yourself on the bench. I think that that's what I can see what the coach has done. But I cannot say he has have total control over the dressing room yet. It's just still few weeks. You can't use that to say he has have total control of the dressing room because players I listened to one of Mikel podcast one time when he was saying player power play. He was citing example of the likes of John Terry, the likes of Lampard and Sheik, that whenever they want to do the power play, no matter how stubborn or how strong the coach might think he was, they know how to do it if they don't want the coach. But for now, I think Maresca is just trying to, is using the kind of carrot and stick approach. When he brutal on you that you don't do something, he will still embrace you in love that I want you to do more. And he has been using that most especially on Modric. He has been tactically using that on Modric. And I think it's glimpse of it working gradually. I've been seeing it small, though it's not too obvious now. But I've been seeing a stick approach. When he is brutal on you, he will call you back and still embrace you that you can do more. So that's what I want to say on that. Now to the question of today,
Top four.
like can we make top four? Well, as a fan, the least expectation that we should be expect is top four. The least, that's the least to me as a fan, that's the least that we should be expecting that. If at all the season was so poor and so woeful, we should be expecting top four. That no is we did not even supposed to be begging for that from the coach and the player. That should not be too much for them to give us. But with the look of things, playing 3 match, having 4 points, if I'm not mistaken, yes, 4 points. We lose our first match, we win second, we draw the third. If we are not mistaken, with this accumulating point that we had, it's not looking like that we are going to make top four. It's not looking like that. Because after that Man City match, when I look at the fixture that we had, I was looking at it that most of the match we had on paper, it is a winnable matches that we're supposed to win on paper. Like those matches, most of those teams, there are none of those teams that finish top four among those list of those teams that we are playing after Man City. So if we are not trying to accumulate points when we are playing Crystal Palace, Bournemouth now, I don't know what will come out of it our next match. It's still a guessing thing. Maybe okay, we will win. But there's something I began to look like in our last podcast. Mr. Shegun said something that it seems Stamford Bridge is becoming more dangerous for our players to play. Instead of it to be a comfort zone, it's becoming like a den of lions for them to play. And I don't know how that can be repaired, because normally Stamford Bridge is supposed to be where they should feel more comfortable to play
It's
and
safe
win
haven.
matches.
It's safe haven.
Yes, it's supposed to be like that. But with the look of things, it seems our away matches now is even going to be the one we will be counting on. Because looking at it, the 3 matches we played, both the 2 matches we played in Stamford Bridge, we did not perform well. But the missed land that we do not even think we can bring something out of it, which is Wolves, we played well. And that thing has been coming since last season somehow that our away matches, like we find it hard to win like that. But our home matches after February, I think from February last season, we did not lose match at Stamford Bridge. I'm already thinking that Pochettino is already redeeming that image, because I know for sure before this Todd Bowley era, if we are playing at Stamford Bridge, the least you always expect is that it's either we win or draw. I don't always expect we are going to lose our own match before this Todd Bowley era. It is now this Todd Bowley era that Stamford Bridge has now been like people can come and win points, even 3 points, without any recourse like that. So we're going forward. I'll still say with what we have performed thus far with these 3 matches that I've said, our top 4 is shaky. It's shaky.
Okay. All right.
Yes, it's shaky.
Thank you, Mr. Adeyemi. Mr. Obed, I know, sorry, I could see that you wanted to talk the other time. Sorry, Mr. Afi, football just enter, but it's okay. So over to you. You have the floor.
In addition to what you said, you said something that on paper we should have defeated Crystal Palace. Sir, Premier League is so dynamic. Premier League is a dynamic league that you can't tell until the end of a final whistle in every match. Yeah, the Crystal Palace that we just played, if you remember, there is no season in EPL that Crystal Palace will not beat one big team in England. There's no season. Last season, I think they defeated Manchester home and away. There is no season that you will start a season, or in that particular season, that Crystal Palace will not beat one big team. If you ask me, that point we got against Crystal Palace at home is okay. If you watch the second half very well, they outplayed us. They played better than us. If you watch the second half very well, they were more matured in passes and team build than us. We only had our time in the first half where Madueke was outrunning the defenders, but they couldn't convert the chances they had to at least. Maybe we should have been 2 goals up or 3 goals up in that first half. Now, the point where Hafi football said concerning the coach taking control of the dressing room, if you ask me, I would say Maresca has what it takes now to control the players. If you remember, when he came in, we were meant to understand that the squad depth in Chelsea were about 40-something players. What the man did is to train the team. He trained the team. He was using the players that he felt could play into his plan, and then he shared the team into 2. Some individuals were training separate, and the ones he felt he could use to start the season, he was training them separately. So if you ask me, that man, Maresca, has what it takes to make the top 4 or to have a winning team now in Chelsea team. It's just for the team to understand the body language of that man, and then they build into it and then start the season better. And EPL again, if you are starting EPL matches, don't use the first 4 or 5 matches in EPL to determine if a team will make top 4. At this stage now in EPL, every team you see in EPL, they are strong. Who is in the bottom of the table now? Who is in the bottom of the table now? Don't be surprised next week that same team will beat who is topping the league. So we'll start understanding the balance of the league. Maybe if we play first 10 matches, from there, anything that is ready to make the top 4 will start showing. Yes. Don't be surprised. You say Manchester United that we just watch week in, week out, losing their matches. We still make the top 4 if you are not careful. And I'm expecting at least 2 cups from Chelsea this season. At least the Conference League and any other cup in England. I know you are laughing at it. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. Even the season while we were struggling, we still made the finals. So this current squad now, I'm expecting at least 2 cups from Maresca this season. If he cannot fight for the league, their Carabao Cup, their FA Cup, there's also Conference League that even before we play, they are announcing us as the winners already. So I'm expecting at least 2 cups from Chelsea this season. Yes, that is my own point.
Thank you, Mr. Obed. I really love your faith.
Thank you, sir.
And I like your gut. Just to respond before I welcome back, Mr. Blue Diamond. I was worried when I couldn't see you. I was worried, but thank God at least you're back. Mr. Shegun, you are also welcome. I know if it is possible, I know you will show up. I know, and if you can't show up, I know you are working from home. I want to say good day to you. Mr. Shegun is one of our panelists. He's also domiciled in the UK. We have people. We have our brother from Liberia too, and we have other panelists. Mr. Obed is from Kogi, if I'm right, and Mr. Adeyemi, I think is from Ogun State, if I'm also right. Mr. Afi Fubo, I don't know the location of Mr.
You're right, sir. You're right, sir.
Ibadan.
Okay, Ibadan. So Ibadan makes you go. So that's good. That's good. Just to respond to what Mr. Obed said, apparently, I used one. I called my first statement. I said no disrespect to Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace also is a London-based club. No disrespect to them. So, but I made that statement based on our performance in the first half. We should have killed that match in the first half.
Thank you.
We should have killed them in EPL now. If you fail to utilize the chances you have, if you fail to utilize it, you are a goner. That's it. So there's no small club again. There is no small club, and this is how you will know. See the goal of Crystal Palace by Eze. Our keeper knew where he was playing. He was directing that shot to. It's just that maybe he was unprepared, or he didn't position himself very well. And I will not blame the keeper as well. What about the defenders? I couldn't see our central defenders because it was a weak shot. I still rewatch it. It was not a real shot as such.
He placed the ball. He placed
the ball because he saw that our keeper was out of the position. So I made that statement because I felt that we should have killed that match from first half. We have chances in the first half. The selfishness of our players, out of position of Nicola Jackson. He was not. There are some things that Nicola Jackson, is my boy, but I have seen Nicola Jackson doing another people's work. By the time he will be expected to do his work, he's already tired, and he will just go there and be tired. So I made that statement. No disrespect to Crystal Palace. We had the opportunity to kill that match in the first half, and unfortunately, when we got to second half, they were just they were just showing us how to play football because we were disarray. We were in disarray. Yeah. So, Mr. Blue Diamond, over to you. Over to you, Mr.
I know that we have to use our past game as a preparation for our next game against Bournemouth, right? Chelsea next game against Bournemouth. Now there's a big issue of who would play right back.
James, yes,
it's a very big issue.
No, James cannot play.
Right now.
James cannot play. James cannot play at the moment.
So now we have Dasasi and Caicedo.
Caicedo, right back. Mr. Shegun.
Sir, this guy can still play. Renato Vega.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Your boy is playing keyboard and is making noise. I'm trying to.
Okay. All right. Mr. Diamond has asked one question. Mr. Obed, do you want to answer?
I said Renato Vega is still there.
All right. Mr. Afifu.
I think Fofana can play there so that Dizazi will play in the center back. We play with Sowi.
You are a coach, and you are a coach. He go take you 1 week, then go sack you.
Ah, Mr. Shegun.
Wait,
Mr. Shegun.
I have reason.
Hello, sir.
I
Okay,
have
Hello,
reason
sir.
why I said.
set your reason. Set your reason before I call Mr. Shegun to.
If you look at Fofana's game, if you look at Fofana's game, both against Crystal Palace and Wolves, Fofana loves to sprint ball. You know, he always sprint ball. When he has the ball like this and he has space, he always sprint ball. It will just be like three center back, and the other maybe Cucurella will shift front or in the midfield. So I think if Dizazi can play in the center back and pair with Kowi, Fofana can play that right back position.
All
Ronaldo
right,
Vega right now, he is not in that level to be starting game for Chelsea, in my opinion.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Afi Football. Mr. Shegun. Mr. Okay, Mr. Deyemi, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Mr. Shegun is busy.
As regards the question that Mr. Blue Diamond asked, that
Yeah.
we are having issue in the right back. Well, to me, the only available and feasible option to cover in that post, in that right back for now, if at all, because it has not been confirmed yet, maybe Malagusto will not make the match. It has not been confirmed. He might still make the match. It's not confirmed yet. He might still, but if at all he did not make it, Disasi is the one that is going to play. After all, we have been using him in the Spaghetti League. Oh, sorry, Conference League. We have been using him as right back. And most of some of our matches in last season also, he played in that right back when the Pochettino was trying to rest some player in Carabao Cup. So I believe Disasi will play the right back and he will perform, even though he might not perform as expected, but he has been playing in that right back. He's used to it. But that Fofana is a no. Somebody that we are still managing in central back will go and play right back. It's going to be a calamity. Fofana cannot play it. So instead, if the coach did not trust the ability of Disasi to play right back, he should even use Casaido as inverted right back. Casaido can do it as an inverted right back. Yes, he can do it. So, but for now, I know the coach will use Disasi. If
All right.
Managusto is not available, Disasi will play it and nothing will happen.
Thank you, Mr. Adeyemi. Mr. Shegun, are you ready? Mr. Blue
Yes,
Diamond
good afternoon.
raised a question. Mr. Blue Diamond asked one question, and that question is very important. He
What's the
said
question
that,
all about?
okay, the question is, we had issues with the player that is going to play right back at the moment.
Right back.
So, yeah. So now he made mention of the two players that may likely be fit for that position. So he made mention of Disasi and Casado. Then he has who are between those two is better. I will use the word better to play that position. Over to you.
Okay, we are talking about Premier League against Bournemouth. We have sharp wingers, and that might possibly keep our right back in a more engaging task. So I'll pick Caicedo, definitely. I pick Caicedo, and in the midfield, I will just pick straight.
Why are you picking
Can
Caicedo,
we
please,
mute
before you move
ourselves? Can we
further?
mute ourselves, please?
Caicedo.
Let's mute ourselves. Let's
No,
mute.
it's me that's making noise. Let me go into the room. This boy. Go back. Go back. Hello, are you hearing me now, Gary?
Yes.
Let me quickly make my point because of that. So, Caicedo can play the right back. Is a very versatile midfielder. He has done it before. He did it in Brighton against Man U, and they beat Man U. Against Arsenal, they beat Arsenal at Emirates. He was the right back on that day. They beat Arsenal 3-1 at Emirates. He has played it against us, Chelsea, and they beat us. He has played it several times, even in Ecuador. He has done the same thing. So he's used to it. He's a fast guy and he can win some tackles. So we can't experiment anything on that day. It's Caicedo. Then in the midfield, Enzo should go deep. Why KDH? Why do we buy him? Is it not just to play? Not to be on the bench. He has to play and he has to perform. He must not make any error. We are paying these guys. They have to come and play. We have a very big squad. So there is no excuse for anybody and say, and because Caicedo is not in the midfield, so there won't be any deputy. You get what I'm saying? So the fact that though if it is not Bournemouth, if it is a lesser team that is not that very, because I know I can't remember the name of their wingers. I know Bournemouth has some very, very sharp wingers. I would have said Cucurella should come and play the right wing, so Vega can play the Cucurella position. But I won't want Cucurella to just be exposed to that assignment. I would rather prefer Caicedo, who I know that efficiently will be ready. Disasi, no, no, no. No, no, no. Disasi cannot play. Disasi is not a right back, he's a central back. They will get him. Number one, he will be playing backward. He will be playing his passes backward. He won't have any attacking minded concepts on that day. So and we can't gamble. That's it. We can't gamble. So I would rather go for Caicedo in that place. Then in the midfield, Enzo and KDH, they should take that responsibility, and there must not be any mistake. You understand? There must not, the tackles must be. Why Cucurella is inverting off ball, Cucurella in batting. When the possession go back to Bournemouth, Cucurella go back to his position. That is the standard. That's the standard. I know it is easier said than done, but
I didn't get the issue of the midfield. You said the midfield. Who should play the midfield?
Kevin De Bruyne, sir. I mean Kieran De Bruyne. Kieran De Bruyne. Kieran De Bruyne. He's a midfielder, and we bought him to come and play. He's the one that replaced Gallagher, so why won't he play? He should play. Yeah, we can't keep all of them on bench and they will be collecting 50,000 pounds. They should play. They should play. When the injured players are injured, then we have to use the one we have. We can't say because James and Gosso, they are injured now, so we cannot use. If the coach wants to gamble, then he should bring Archie Kimpong, as what's the name of that guy that played, that young boy. If that boy can play the right back, the guy is another. He's the third option. According to the analysis of that team.
Somebody has opened Facebook.
So you can mute everybody, maybe. So he is the third option. So he is the third option. Hello?
Hello, I'm hearing.
Hello?
I'm hearing.
So,
Hello, I'm hearing. I'm hearing.
So, is the third option. Hello?
Hello, I'm hearing you.
Okay. So actually Kimpong is the third option for the right back. So if the coach is not confident with the guy, then okay, I'm coming. If the coach is not confident with the guy, then there's no way. Thank you. I'll get back to you later.
All right. Yeah, Mr. Shegun, thank you. Mr. Shegun suggested that Caicedo may be the right player to play that position, Mr. Blue Diamond. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with him because the option of attacking. Now, if you look at Chelsea's defensive style, right? We sometimes line up three in the defense. And the three in the defense is to allow the right back and the left back to fly into attack.
Yeah.
If you put how they call him there, you won't have that result that you want. So I agree with him 100% that we played Caicedo. I respect that the whole lot. I agree with 100%.
All right. I want to welcome it. All right.
Don't forget again. There's another issue again. Chelsea is having a little gradual issues, right? There's another issue again with Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer had gone to the English national team and was sent back for recovery.
No, it was not. He was not sent back. He withdrew.
He
withdrew.
Why did he withdraw?
Okay, let me. I'm not speaking. I'm not. Can we mute ourselves if you are not talking? Can we mute ourselves? There's a lot of noise. Mr. Blue Diamond, turn on your mic because we are conversing. I felt Kopama decided to withdraw from that team because he sensed what happened during the Euros may also happen. So why is he going there? Imagine if he goes there and maybe he enters maybe before 10 minutes, he was given 10 minutes and is injured. That's one possibility. I'm not speaking for him. That's one probability. The second probability is that I guess he had a knock. And Chelsea didn't want to risk that small injury. So, and that was why he withdrew. It is also a second probability. So those two probabilities are likely the reason why Palmer withdrew. Like I've said, I'm not speaking for Kopama, but what the statement that Chelsea made me to know that is because of the knock he had. Because Chelsea made a statement. So that they want to manage. Him. They didn't say that he had a knock, but from the awarding, you know that they wanted to what? They wanted to avoid any further casualty for Kopama. So that's it. And let me tell you, if Kopama actually, if he's not available, it's just that our coach is afraid. Christopher Nkunku will play 10. Honestly, conveniently. It's because of Christopher Nkunku's injury last season that made Palmer to shine. Because the plan is for Nkunku, to be our key player in that 10 arena. Unfortunately, injury is a bastard. So, and that was what led to the emergence of Kopama, being the key player in that area. And Kopama can actually, I don't know why the coach is benching Nkunku, because Kopama can go back to that right wing, and Nkunku will be the 10. But the coach is just using Kopama as 10 and benching Nkunku. So I don't think that the 3 goals that Madueke scored should be the criteria that the coach will be using. I don't think, because that guy is a Nigerian, but that guy. So that's my explanation for that. Yeah, Mr. Solomon Adebola, you're welcome. Our focus is about we having hope for finishing within the top 4 position at the end of the league. So we are asking question: is it possible for us to finish as top 4 clubs in the league this season?
Good afternoon, Doctor. I think we discussed about, okay, this is not what majorly we discussed about yesterday, because I think we slept lately yesterday.
Yeah.
So there is a hope for Chelsea if probably they can play just exactly where they played against Wolves. In fact, we'll not even finish top 4. We'll finish top 3. I'll be 2 safe.
Yeah, Mr. Blue Diamond said that before.
So, but something I want to talk about. So what I want to talk about now is, although Mr. Shegun has said it all concerning Gusto injury, I think the best way to keep that saved is to let Casedo play that number 2. That is the only best way. We have enough players. We have Holland, what is it called? Holland, Enzo. can definitely manage the midfield. So I don't think bringing Disasi, just like my brother said, a free footballer, that we should bring Disasi to the second, or bring Disasi to come appear Fofana. Disasi is not even in the plan. To me, bringing Disasi is not good enough. I think the only best way we can solve that problem is letting Casado play that number 2, Pierre, Enzo Fernandez, and Hall together, and they will definitely perform. Thank you very much, Doctor. And there is
Wait,
hope for
doctor,
us. There is hope.
Okay.
doctor, I want to
All
say
right.
something.
Okay,
I
Mr. Shegu,
had
go for it.
someone say, yes, I had someone that said that if Fofana can play the right wing and Disasi can play Kobe, the person is making sense. Don't let us. Well, sometimes when people make suggestions like that, it might sound odd, but it's actually very sensible. It's sensible for your suggestion because Fofana is faster and he can run on the wing. Definitely, he can run properly. So if the coach believes that he can't do without Caicedo in the midfield, and he
Yes,
just want to start
he
him,
cannot leave Enzo. He cannot leave only Enzo in that midfield. He can mark. Enzo cannot
it
defend.
can't be only
He can only
Enzo.
attack.
KDH can mark. So he marks when he was in Leicester. See, let me say something, doctor. Honestly speaking, we are the continents and the whole overall team. We are now mid-table minded team. The way we are thinking now, me, I always have time. Like our match against Crystal Palace, if I may tell you, doctor, I've watched that match more than 6 times. Yes, 90 minutes, 6 times. I check everybody's body language. I check everything. It is, it is not about. Okay, now let me give an example. Look at Man City. Man City beat West Ham at away. Do you know the midfield Man City used against West Ham? They use Kovacic, Bernardo Silva, and De Bruyne. It is that midfield is just like saying you use Enzo, Palmer, and Nkuku.
Nkuku. Yes.
Can we try that in Chelsea? Tell me, sir, can we try that? We can't try that because the whole team, they are not responsible. The mentality is not there yet. Some of them don't want to take responsibility. You get what I'm saying, doctor? It is,
Yeah.
when we are talking, the way we are talking now, we are talking like if Caicedo is injured, it means Enzo cannot mark. Was Enzo not marking? The first 6 months, when Enzo came in January 2023, he was directly replacing, what's the name of this guy that
Jorginho.
went to Arsenal?
Jorginho.
Jorginho. He was directly replacing Jorginho, and then Kante was not even, he was not fit. It was
He was
that
injured then.
yeah, that time we are using Enzo, and Kovacic and one other
Kovacic.
player that time, and maybe Havertz. That's I think yes, that's how we are using them
Pulisic.
that time. Yeah, that's how we are using it. It was Enzo that was doing all the marking, and he was marking correctly.
Thor,
But now the mentality has changed. All of them are becoming lazy.
Just tattoo and fashion. That is all what you know now. Enzo.
No,
Enzo.
I'm still talking. I'm still talking. Sorry. I see people saying Jackson does not score. Do you know there was a time that Alonso used to bail us and win a match for us? Alonso a left back. We just come from nowhere and shoot. Bam! We will not even know how he shoot it. Yeah, Alonso has won Arsenal for us during Sarri. 3-2. We won
yeah.
3-2 in that match. We use free kick to win 1-0 in a match before. But now it has become that if we score 1-0, we are expecting 1-1 to happen. Even we as a Chelsea fan, we know it will definitely happen. That day that we are playing 1-0, I know the second goal is coming from Crystal Palace very, very soon. That there is no way we are going to win 1-0. Is it possible for Chelsea to win 1-0? Because the goalkeeper said, if they don't want to score, the goalkeeper will invite them to come and score. He will do one nonsense error. So the mentality of that team has changed. This coach, I saw the coach yesterday. I know then Shemi is looking very, he's looking very unpromising. Like Well, yeah, now what is this? What is this that I have put myself into? Some of these guys, they are not ready. You imagine Jackson score a goal. You now say our legend should shut up. Are you stupid? Somebody is telling you that you are not putting goal on the first thing because you scored just one goal. You now rushed to the Instagram and say shut up. What kind of mentality is that? Rodri does not even have Instagram page. He doesn't have it. But our mentality as a team now, we are thinking now that if Caicedo should leave that midfield, Enzo will not be able to handle Bournemouth, not even Real Madrid, not even my Arsenal, not even Barca, not even Bournemouth. We bought Enzo for 100 million. So Bournemouth, oh God. Doctor, it is very, very shameful, honestly.
It's a worrisome situation, actually.
No, let's be honest to ourselves. Let's talk to ourselves like a brother. This thing, it doesn't make sense that our team. So Enzo cannot face. I don't even need KDH. I need only Enzo to handle that situation. Enzo, Palmer, and Nkuku. Oh yeah, the three of you handle the midfield. Who is in Bournemouth? Who do we know in Bournemouth? They are top striker. They have already sold it. They don't have, we gave them Kepa Arrizabalaga is their keeper. But Everton scored 2 goals against that team. So, that kind of game against Bournemouth, within 45 minutes, Chelsea should have killed that game. There's nothing like we are playing 0-0. Once you are playing against all these small teams, you are playing 0-0 in first half. You are inviting problems into your life.
Yes.
They will come back. They
have the possibility to win the game in the second half more than you.
Yes, they will just come back. As some people use it is just easy. Even when we are in school, sometimes there are some courses that before you reach a particular semester, everybody will be afraid. But when a good lecturer break it down for you, you will not be like, as a course you go everybody will now be happy. That is what happened against small team. If you, as a big team, you are unable to break them down, they will just come back there. As a Palmer go see all these people are evil.
They will not be rushing.
They will not get that confidence. They will not get confidence. They will not attack you. If you look at it properly, you see that the small team in first half they respect you. Somehow they don't want to come out. They go back. They respect you. That time they are respecting you. Beat them up. Against Crystal Palace, by first half we're supposed to be 2-0 up, 2-0 up. But Madueke and Jackson, all of them, they are just be like, Shibawa last score 6 goals in the last match. We are big boy. You know that mentality is in Madueke already. That I scored hat-trick last match now. So do you expect me? Even Jackson, I have scored 1 goal in this match. Do I need to score another one? And the remaining chances, he was just blowing it up. So somebody need to psychologically prepare this guy that this is Chelsea FC. If you go to our mega store, the last time I know it's not mega store. The last time I went to museum 2 weeks ago. Sir, what is in our museum? What do you think is in our museum now? Drogba is all I see. Drogba penalty against Bayern Munich, and all those old things. Now, if some of them will say, I'm coming to play for Chelsea because of my legend, Drogba and Lampard. Are you going to say because of my legend, Jackson, the children that are coming now, are they going to say I'm coming to Chelsea because of my legend, Jackson now? Can somebody say Jackson is his legend? Or Enzo that cannot shoot? That cannot get million that cannot shoot? Or my idol? Can you call all those ones your idols? Cucurella has 1 goal in how many? Like almost 70 matches now. 1 goal. Is that one an idol? Cannot cross, cannot assist, cannot do it. It's really Modric. So these guys need to be psychologically prepared. It is not about good. We fans can be talking like, okay, let's our first 11 be. Anybody can be first 11 and beat Bournemouth. We don't need any spectacular lineup in that Chelsea team now. Anybody, in fact, Gui can strike and we still win. Gui, I was the name of that because he's putting on Chelsea shirt. You should know that the Chelsea mentality must be in his head. Imagine Sabet is beating us. Sabet.
Thank you, Mr. Shegun. I know you are vituperating. So just to Mr. Wilson, the proper child. You are welcome. It's been a long time. You have been on and off. Yeah. What can you say before? Because I want us to wrap up this program in the next 10 minutes. What can you say about our position at the end of the season? We are aiming. I'm saying that is there any hope for us to finish top four at the end of the season? So is it possible? Is it achievable?
Yes, I think it's possible. It's possible. Because we just played 3 games. I think we have 35 games to go.
Yeah.
There's still long journey. So I greet everybody. Pardon my manners. So for me, I think if Chelsea play the way Enzo Maresca wants, I think we will have a chance in that top four. Because you could see the idea of what this man wants his players to play. The team is just not reflecting on the match day. You could see his idea, you could see the build-up, you could see the position play. It's very, very fantastic for these 3 games we played in the Premier League. But we're not going to count position play at the end of the game. It's 3 points and a goal and a win that we are going to count anyway. So for me, I think Chelsea now, they have to be consistent in their games. You don't have to win today, then draw tomorrow and lose today, lose next tomorrow. You have to be consistent. Yes, everybody can win. You have to lose some games, but you don't have to take those losses. You don't have to take those losses as many as you are going to have winning points. You have to accumulate winning points than you are going to have those losses. So for me, I think if we stay injury free this season, maybe, and play the way Enzo Maresca wants, I think we will have a chance in that top four. Because
All right.
who are there? Like Man City is there, Arsenal is there, Tottenham are there, Aston Villa and Brighton are up front there. But I think when the game matured, some of them will come down. I don't see Aston Villa repeating what they did last year, this season. And I don't see Brighton in that top four because they have won their 2 games, 1 draw. I don't think they will keep that consistency going. But if Chelsea can keep the consistency, the way we played against Wolves, the way we converted all of our chances, I think we will have a chance. Because I don't doubt any of our players for now. Yes, they never start clicking yet. They never click, but I'm very sure they are going to click, especially Nicholas Jackson. So I heard somebody saying whether one day somebody will call Jackson a legend. 100%, somebody will call Jackson a legend.
No, he's saying that they cannot call him. They cannot call him at this moment because of the way he plays.
Nobody will call Drogba legend in his first season at Chelsea. Now he scored 9 goals. So are you going to call somebody that scored 9 goals a legend? See, with all due respect to the Drogba and all the Chelsea fans, because I'm going to offend them for this time, I'm going to say now. Yes, I know I'm going to offend all the Chelsea fans. Do you know that in terms of numbers, Drogba is not the greatest goal scorer? Do you know that? The reason why Drogba is iconic is because of all those big games, all those big goals in big moments. That was what made Drogba. Even Drogba know. He know that he, as a striker, he doesn't score many goals as striker and have to score. Drogba in his 9 years at Chelsea, 9 years, good 9 years, he scored 104 goals, 104 Premier League goals. Haaland in 3 seasons, Haaland scored 90 something goals, 70 something goals now.
Sir, Drogba is not our
You
penalty
understand?
taker. Drogba doesn't take
And
penalty.
Jackson is not our penalty taker. Drogba too was not our penalty taker.
No,
Drogba was not our penalty taker, but
I defend Jackson too, just like you are defending him. But Jackson was just a name that came to my mouth.
So for me,
when I was talking, what I'm saying is that all our players, they are not playing like they want to leave any legendary status for us. That's what I'm saying. They are not playing like they want to leave any.
For me, I think it's too early. I think it's too early for that because I think all of them are going to play. Because if you are going in that way, then there is no Chelsea player apart from Kopama. There is no Chelsea player that is giving up to expectation. Not even the goalkeeper, not even any of the defender, not even any of the.
Sorry, sir. Drogba might score 9 goals in his first season, but he won 2 trophies. He won league and he won Carling Cup. That has to tell you that the team during that Drogba time, I am not individualizing the issue now. I am generalizing it that the whole of the team, they need to be psychologically warned and be prepared that this team they are playing for is not a mid-table team. It's not a team that when you win 6-2, you will now go to party, drink. The next match, you will be playing rubbish. We need consistency. When you win today, you have to win always. They should play our national anthem. Abi, what do they call it? Play it for them. Let them hear that it is winning. We don't play for draw.
So
Yeah.
it's true. You are saying the right thing. You are saying the truth, but then that consistency doesn't have to come from one person. It has to be all of them, from the goalkeeper, from the staff, from the coach, from the goalkeeper to attacking. So for me, it's not just Jackson. It's not just Enzo Fernandez. It's not just Cole Palmer. It's not just Madwick. It's not just Disasi. It's all of them. Because if somebody is consistent, okay, Palmer might be consistent in every game, but if Palmer alone is playing very well, it doesn't mean Chelsea. It doesn't mean Chelsea we must win again. There is no guarantee unless all of them play well, and all of them are not playing well. Even in this season, even that Cole Palmer, maybe because of the workload last season, I don't think Cole Palmer has clicked this season yet. But still young, I never doubt him. So for me, I think the whole team need to work together as a team. This is not a lawn tennis game. This is football, a game of 11 players on the pitch, plus what will come out on the bench. So for me, I think all of them need to come together and play as a team. In the near future, everybody will say, "Oh, this was Jackson I was criticizing. This is Enzo Fernandez or Caicedo I was criticizing." I was a very big fan of criticizing Caicedo, but at long last he started playing well. Some people are criticizing him, but I'm very sure at long last they will say, "Oh, this is Enzo," because I see if Enzo is not playing in Chelsea, I see how he used to play in Argentina. So it's just for him to bring that idea in Chelsea, maybe that all those visions he used to see in Argentina, throw those passes. Once Enzo started doing that in Chelsea team, it will be very, very perfect in that midfield. Once everybody, including that defense, when those defenders started defending with their last blood, just like John Terry used to do, I think everything will go perfect. Jackson for me is not that bad. Yes, he might be missing chances, but at least he still converted. Okay, last week he converted one. If to say Madwick converted that a lofted pass given by Enzo Fernandez, that was 2-0. If to say another person to convert his own 3-0, it doesn't mean it must be Jackson scoring. Defenders can score. The reason why John Terry is the best defender in the Premier League, or maybe top 5 in the Premier League, is because he used to score goals, he used to defend, he was never carried away to go and score goal. Not unlike this Arnold, that it was okay, Arnold is always carried away to go and attack, then he will leave the defense open. John Terry was always attacking, scoring goals, and coming back to defend. So somebody is saying Jackson, Nike was a midfielder, he used to criticize Jackson is right. For me, it was not right. That is not the way to encourage somebody. That is not the way to encourage somebody. Yes, you are a legend. How many goals did you score when you were playing at Chelsea? And you cannot tell me because you are a midfielder and midfielder doesn't score. John Terry was a defender, he was scoring. N'Golo Kante came as a midfielder, defensive midfielder. He scored at least 7 goals in Chelsea before he left. And he never spent up to what Mikel Obi spent in Chelsea. So you have to be equal. If you want to encourage this guy, talk the words, he will feel like, okay, this guy is supporting me, this guy is encouraging me, not to criticize him. And he will not be looking in the angle of, okay, people are saying you want to bring Osimhen into this team, so you won't make Chelsea sideline me. It doesn't make sense to me, honestly. So for me, we don't have to be hard on those boys. They are too young for that. They are too young. You know, this generation, even apart from football, the way our Dr. Benga, I know you are the oldest person here, maybe. The way our parents used to talk to us is quite different. The way, you know, these children of nowadays, Gen Z, how they call them, Gen Z, they are different. The way you talk to them.
I am older than Dr. Benga. I'm 65.
Have you? So, okay, let me use you as an example. So, I think the way our parents used to talk to us that time. So that is just it. We have to be soft. Those children of nowadays, where they take drugs anyhow, if you talk to them anyhow, they can reply to you anyhow.
Now, why do you want to end the program now? The program is
unless you can moderate for 20 minutes. I need to go and pick up my daughter at our workplace, and it's going to be 10 minutes, 10 minutes, so 20 minutes I'll be back. So unless I can
no
see
worry.
someone,
No. I'm not moderating. When you come back, then you bring it back.
so that's why I said I will end this, and then I will start another one, because a lot of things actually
We have a lot of things
to be very honest, to be
Yes.
always honest. Mr. Winston, right, that is talking now.
Yes.
Sir,
Yeah.
I really love everything you are saying. And for the first time, I have somebody that thinks the same way I think. We are thinking almost the same way. That's the truth. I have said a lot about people criticizing Jackson, that you don't need to be criticized. This guy cannot take all the responsibility of goal scoring. We need to decentralize the goal scoring responsibility from the strikers. Let our midfielders score too. Enzo, what is wrong with your leg? You cannot shoot. You will see a shooting. The same goal that Eze scored. Enzo saw the same similar chance, and he was passing again. Why are you passing? Thank you.
Hopefully,
Let doctor to go and carry his children when he comes back.
when I come back,
we start.
we start, because Mr. Wilson, the proper judge, has actually opened up another wound. So you have opened up another wound that we need actually to even look at critically. So when I come,
Yes,
I've seen those wounds. When I come back, then I will reel them out. I want to
When
thank
you come back,
everyone.
sir.
Yeah, Mr. David
No,
Agbagola, you are welcome. Sorry, I need to leave now. Yes, I need to leave now. Then I will come back when I will come back, and I want to thank Mr. Solomon Ademola. I know maybe I think you are still home. I wanted to say maybe you are at work. So I want to thank you so much for being part of this live broadcast. And he was also with me early this morning. Honestly, we finished this morning the last broadcast around maybe 3 a.m. Nigerian time. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will come back in the next.
I can't even wait for you to come back. So to deliberate more.
Yeah, God bless you. So bye for now. Bye for now. Bye.
All right.
Yeah.
Welcome to Turkey. Victor Osimhen. Welcome to Turkey. Victor Osimhen. Welcome to Galatasaray. Ọmọ tí kú ò gbọdọ̀ pa ni, ọmọ tárùn ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe ni. Agbábọ́lá, break it down. Osimhen, Osimhen. Osimhen, Osimhen. Osimhen, Osimhen. Osimhen, Osimhen. Osimhen, Osimhen. Welcome to Turkey. Welcome to Galatasaray. Glorious Jakabo. Ọmọ ológo káàbọ̀. VO9 káàbọ̀.